In 2007, I was diagnosed with a cancer. It's called multiple myeloma. I started treatment at the Siteman Cancer Center, and though the treatments were expensive, at that time I had health care coverage to cover most of that cost. However, in December of 2010, I received a letter from the company saying that if I wanted to continue having health care coverage through them, I would have to pay the entire monthly premium, which was about $580. I would have to pay that myself, or they suggested that if I was eligible for Medicare, that I could apply to them. In order for me to actually get back on Medicare, to get my Part B Medicare back, I'll have to go through another application process, and that I won't have any outpatient coverage until July of 2011. I find myself in a position where I have no health care for 6 months. Paying the ancillary cost of my treatment has already impoverished me. It's taken my savings, my retirement money that was in my 401k. I currently live on a small pension and disability. And paying for just the monitoring of my disease, let alone any treatments I would need during the next 6 months, will absolutely bankrupt me. I think Lee Enterprises, they really didn't give us any reason when they did this. They just sent us a letter stating that, you know, we're not going to live up to the promise that we made you. Even though you've given 30 years of your life to this company, we just don't care about you. Is basically what they were saying, and they don't care about the promises they made to us. Now, they do this because they think that they can get away with it legally. There are no laws on the books to make them live up to the promise of certain benefits like health care, as there is for things like pensions. A number of employees have brought suit against companies that did similar things to what Lee is trying to do, and it is all handled on a case-by-case basis. The outcome varies wildly. Some people get nothing at all. Some people get denied. Some people win, and then of course the company appeals, and they drag the process out for 10 or 15 years until most of their retirees are dead or dying. And even after you get a judgment against them, then you have to go back to court to enforce that judgment. Now, like I say, I think they do this because they think legally the consequences are far less monetarily than keeping their promise, than paying the health care of people, like I say, who built their company, who worked for them for 20, 30, 40 years, and relied on those promises when they retired.